Hi, and welcome to this applied titration question using a scaling factor that's a little unusual. So, the student plans to determine the concentration, moles per decimeter cubed, of ethanoic acid in a bottle of vinegar. And they're going to use aqueous barium hydroxide, BaOH2. So it gives you the student's method, which we'll talk about in detail in a moment, and it tells you the amount of barium hydroxide that was used. And it also gives you the mean titer per liter of vinegar, plus the equation which shows the mole ratios of barium hydroxide to ethanoic acid. So let's just consider the steps that the student took first of all. In order to work out what's going on, it's a good idea to try and visualize what's going on. So you start with 10 centimeters cubed in a small bottle of the vinegar, and then that gets added some distilled water, and then that's made up to 250 centimeters cubed. So we've got to this part here. We've done that first sentence. Now I'm going to add the diluted vinegar to the burette. So to do that, let's introduce the burette. And we take some diluted vinegar and put it into the burette here. At the same time, there's going to be aqueous barium hydroxide. So volumes of 25 centimeters cubed of 0.0450 moles per decimeter cubed of barium hydroxide are titrated. So to do that, you put them into the flask and you carry out the titrations. So the next thing to do is to look at the information we're given. So you do the titration, and the mean titer ends up being 25.45 centimeters cubed, and it's a 2-to-1 ratio between ethanoic acid and barium hydroxide. So we can organize our answer into a data moles, equation moles answer type of working. First of all, put in the information we've got for barium hydroxide, which is 25 centimeters cubed and 0.0450 moles per decimeter cubed. You can then work out the number of moles of barium hydroxide from that by dividing the 25 by 1,000 to convert it to deciliters, and then multiplying that by the concentration, which gives you 1.125 times 10 to the minus 3. From the equation, you can see that you've got 2 moles of ethanoic acid and 1 mole of barium hydroxide. So therefore, the titer is how much vinegar was reacted. So the number of moles of ethanoic acid in 25.45 centimeters cubed is 2 times 1.125 times 10 to the minus 3, which gives us 2.25 times 10 to the minus 3. However, we want the amount of vinegar that was in the whole sample that originally came from the small bottle. So we're scaling back up again by multiplying it by 250 over 25.45, which tells us how many times 25.45 goes into 250. And that gives us 0.221021611 moles. I'm keeping my calculator values for now. Now, in the question, they want the concentration of ethanoic acid, so I need to do C equals N over V. So the concentration of ethanoic acid in the original bottle is the number of moles that I've worked out is present in 250 centimeters cubed, divided by 10 over 1,000. So that gives me 2.210211611 moles per decimeter to the minus 3. So I can now put that in as my answer. Okay, hopefully this has been a reasonably useful look at how to do this type of question. Thanks for listening. Until next time, see you soon.